man. But yeah,
Thank
for
you.
the people that don't know you, tell us, like, what do you do?
Yeah, so personal finance coaching, essentially trying to teach people, educate people how to better manage and maximize their own personal finances.
Nice. And
Yeah.
like, why is personal finance important to you?
To me, so for me, it all started when I was very young. I remember growing up and always wanting things, but my mum would always promise to buy me something, but she didn't come through with it. So that was annoying. And I remember, I think when I was in like secondary school, I really wanted I wanted the Xbox 360. I really wanted it. So I thought to myself, okay, my mom's going to keep promising. She can't afford the 200 and something pound that it costs. Let me use my £1 a day and build it up to buy my own Xbox 360. That took me a whole year.
You actually got the Xbox?
And I got the Xbox 360.
Wow.
Yeah.
From saving £1?
From saving £1.
How old were you?
Yeah, so this is from year 7 to year 8. So 12 to 13. Yeah.
Damn.
So that mindset of little by little becomes a lot. I had that from year 8.
Really?
Essentially. Yeah.
Okay.
From year 8.
So like, did you have any pocket money? How did you get this £1?
Oh yeah. So the £1 was for school.
Oh.
So it was only £1 for the weekdays.
Oh.
But then what I used to also sell as well in year 7 until things got a bit tight.
Okay, so you had extra income in year 7.
Yeah, by trying to sell my food token. So I was getting free school meals.
Yeah.
Sold that for like £1 or £1.50. And then I had an uncle. Whenever it was Christmas, he'd always give us money.
Okay.
Uncle Sunday. He's one of my favorite uncles in the world.
Favorite uncle, yeah.
So I used to save that as well. So those 3 things were my sources of income. So I had multiple streams from young. You know, it wasn't just
Nice.
today that I started it. So
What about jobs when you were younger? Did you do any odd jobs here and there?
Nothing.
Okay, you literally using what you were meant to enjoy food.
Literally. I've been fasting
So
from
like,
the
how did
beginning.
you eat in then? Like, what did you?
No, I just used to play.
You just played football.
Yeah, play football. Wait till I get home to eat and then do it again.
Yeah,
The grind
you was really. Was it worth
was
it? Xbox.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. Fair enough. As long as it was worth it. You know what I mean? Your happiness comes first.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, how did you learn to actually manage your money from a young age? Because I don't feel like a lot of us learn how to do that properly. I mean, when I had money in school, I was going chicken and chip shop.
Yeah.
I also had a friend.
Yeah.
Who I'm still close with now. A friend called Dele. Shout out Dele.
Come on.
We used to do £1, £2. You borrow £1, you pay £2 tomorrow.
Yep.
I did that and I fell into that. I remember owing Dele £16. It doubled. I learned very quickly the credit card system.
Yep.
You don't pay on time. Interest. Jeez, I had to really dig into finances for that 16 boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, how did you learn how to manage your money properly?
I don't know how I learned it, but I think I just figured out that I don't know, because I just thought this thing costs a lot of money. Let me just do what I can to like get there. I think the fact that I was the nice one, so I think I asked for like a PS1. Mom said no. PS2. Mom said no. I was like, this time I've been asking since I was 5. I'm like, let me just do it. So I think that was it. Just the determination, the willpower to want that big thing. I was like, yeah, let me just try. So it wasn't the best way to do it, but it was the only way that I knew at the time. And then after that, I just learned how to maximize and manage a lot better than I do now. Than I did then. Sorry, back in the day.
Okay, and like, what were the challenges you faced in terms of like learning how to work with money?
So saying no was initially difficult. So no to chicken and chips, no to this, no to going out, no to buying clothes.
You had self-discipline from young age.
Yeah,
and how was that self-discipline instilled in you?
Instilled? That's a really good question. I don't think was it. I'm sure it came from somewhere, but again, just I had a goal. I think that's what it was. I had a goal. Xbox 360. This is what I want, and so I couldn't see any other way to get it.
After you got the Xbox 360,
yeah.
Like, does that just stay with you after that? Because you said you were like that because you had a goal.
Yeah, I had a goal.
So what happens after that?
So what happens after that is the games and the controllers are not cheap. So I now need to save up again.
More.
And it became a...
So then eventually, this is just who you are now.
Just
because you've had a strong desire to get something that you want.
Yeah.
You had to become good at money.
Yeah.
With the little that you had.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
So like, what did you study in university and how has it helped you in terms of your impact in being a personal finance coach?
Yeah, so I studied accounting and finance. And I always had a thing for maths. So maths was my go-to. So even though I used to mess about Tennyson's, I still loved maths. And
what did you get at maths?
I think I got A.
You got A?
Maths and stats.
Not A star?
No A star. I was too playful for the A star. But
I got B. Guess how much marks I was off from A?
How much? How many?
It's 3.
Is it?
Then they said we should do statistics. I said, get the hell out of here, man. I want to go and do fine art, man.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, why am I doing more maths? It was you gave school kids optional lessons. I said, bro, please. Let me get that extra free lesson, man.
Yeah. So yeah, accounting and finance at uni.
How was that?
I liked accounting. No, so I did accounting at A level. That's where I first got the taste of accounting.
Okay.
But what it was, I only enjoyed the numbers section. All the theory went over my head. So that was interesting. But then going into uni, because uni starts off with like teach you everything that you've learnt before at college. When I was in first year, it was so easy. So then I was finally getting into like the whole theory side of things. And then from there, I was like, yeah, okay, this is interesting.
What's the theory like?
The theory is
that
like,
don't know.
Basically the rules, like what you can and can't do. So for example, if you buy a car, can you fully expense for your company or not? For example.
So how detailed does it get? Because I've always heard about like, the rich people, they get G-Wagons because it weighs this man and they can write tax off it and stuff. So like, does it go into that much detail?
It does, yeah. Oh, okay. So accounting connects with law as well, or tax law.
Okay.
There's like, so basically there's cases that's happened.
Yeah.
Someone's tried to do something. HMRC were like, no. And then there's a case study towards it. And then from there you build precedents and determine what's allowed, what's not allowed.
What's not allowed, okay.
And accountants are the ones who study all these things. That's why you go and pay them for your accounts rather than doing it yourself.
Do you feel like there's a new situation that can happen even now? Or do you feel like with what's out there in terms of accounting and the laws and stuff, everything is covered now?
No.
You think that more stuff more loopholes?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So what happens is, whenever a law is created, there's bound to be a loophole. Because
so new laws have...
Bound to. Right. Because someone would then think, okay, how can I maneuver this law? So it will never end. It will never end. Okay. Never.
And why are new laws created within finance?
Because let's say, for example...
I'm sure we figured everything out as a society, no?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no. So let's say you have one law.
Even in the first world countries, we still...
Never. Impossible.
Okay.
No.
Interesting.
So let's say you have a law.
Yeah.
It's like... a law can never cater to every single scenario in life.
Right.
So the law will fit, let's say, a few people, but then someone else will be like, do this, do one quick scheme, and then that law is no longer sufficient. And then you now need a new law, and it never ends. Never ends. So that's why there's always people reading law every single day, tax situations every single day. So definitely get an accountant. Don't try to do your accounts yourself. You'll be there for... So
how's the course helped you as a personal finance coach?
Yeah, so interestingly enough, it didn't really,
Are you serious?
Yeah, shocking. So imagine I did accounting and finance. But that finance was more about corporate finance, not personal finance.
So why aren't you a corporate finance coach then?
That's a
corporate
good
is business, right?
Business, yeah, business. Why am I not? I think because it was really boring at uni. Obviously, lecture doesn't help as well because they were not the most interesting person as well. Corporate, so it just wasn't for me. And I think I always didn't want to ever really enter the corporate world. just imagine myself being like pigeonholed into one corner and doing one thing.
Right.
And I'm just, hating my job and I just want to go. I'm like, I didn't want that. So from the beginning, I already knew I didn't want to enter the corporate world.
Yeah. You didn't see yourself in Canary Wharf?
Nah.
Oh, really?
Never.
Even though you were studying that?
I avoided it by all means. I didn't apply for any Barclay. I just didn't want that lifestyle of, I hate my job, but
they're making racks, no? They're making money.
A lot of them are not content or happy or jolly or joyful. Yeah.
That's a shame, man.
Yeah. So I knew that I didn't want it.
So what's it like being a personal finance coach? And like, when did you make that decision?
Yeah. So I think I realized that these things that I do as a habit, as a lifestyle, obviously it's like whenever you do something, you're good at something, you don't really know, other people don't know how to do it because you're just...
Yeah, you think it's common sense.
Yeah, you think it's common sense. I was like, you're spending this much here. I'm talking to people, talking to my friends, talking to my people. I'm like, right, you guys are not as, with it as I am. I thought this was common knowledge, common sense. So I thought, let me try to help other people maximize their own finances. But what even pushed me was, I live in London and just seeing, the house prices compared to the salary, I was just thinking like, something is broken in this system. What we've been taught, the way we've been groomed is not correct.
Okay. So who was you helping with this advice?
Advice. So just starting off, it was me. But then I was like giving little tips. Friend,
tips,
do this, look at this, look at this.
They would tell you and you'd mention it?
Yeah. Mention it. And I was also like, just, researching all the time, making myself, save my own money. Making it.
Okay. So like, what do you think is like one of the biggest, like, in terms of finances, what's the biggest issue people usually have that you've noticed?
The biggest issue, I think it's the idea of a little by little, it becomes a lot. So let's say, for example, in a month you spend £300.
Right.
People don't spend £300 in one go. Most people anyway. They spend £10, £20, £30.
20 and 20. 10 and 20 is easy to spend.
That's it. But and what is...
Quick tenner here, quick score here.
You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like a lot.
Yeah,
but by the time you look back, you're like, oh, in December I spent 400. What? And you don't feel it. I think that's what gets a lot of people. People don't realize that they spend a lot. But it's little by little that it adds up.
Over 30 days.
Yeah.
Damn.
Another thing as well. So like, for example, when it comes to profiting, you have income and you have your expenses. Most people don't find it easy to upgrade their income because if you have a salary, all things are set.
12 payments a year.
This is it compared to spending every single day.
Madness.
Yeah, it doesn't add up. So
you have to have a side hustle.
Yeah.
Like in this economy, we are in an economic crisis.
Say it again, bro. In case someone didn't hear you.
Economical crisis.
Honestly,
crisis is a crisis.
Honestly.
It's peak.
We could talk about it for 2 hours. Honestly.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about that. Like, what would you say are some of the things people can do to help them in this economic crisis? In terms of finances.
Yeah. So obviously it's different for different demographics and depends on how old you are, where you live, what you're going through.
Let's say young people then.
Yeah.
Just come out of uni.
Yeah.
You've been used to, like, I don't know, beans being 20p. You come back home, beans is now 70.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On average, it takes 15 months for a graduate, apparently, to get a job. So what are those people meant to do?
Those people. So I would definitely... You have to put your energy and time into the whole era of business and finances.
Okay.
The day of, you graduate, you get a first and you get that job, that ended a long time ago.
Very long time ago.
Even now, it's a lot more. Yeah, it just doesn't work at all. So being serious about it, absorbing content that will teach you about these things. So if you're on TikTok and YouTube, don't be entertaining yourself. Do it maybe for 10 minutes. For other 50 minutes, learn, educate. And then also network as well. Meet people that know more than you. Learn people that know more than you. Listen to old people as well. Don't listen to people that are only at your age range. People that are 30, 40, 50. Listen to them because they will tell you that time is your most valuable asset.
100%.
When we're young, we feel like we have all the time, but we actually don't. So those are some of the keys that we need to teach our young people.
That sounds dope. So like, what are some of the strategies you'd say people can use to like pay off like debt?
Pay off
because
debt.
I know I had debt coming out of uni.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I am aiming to build wealth over time. So what would be like the trajectory to go in? Like, what would you say?
Yeah. So the very basic is budgeting. That's number one. You need to know what's coming in, what's going out, and having a way of monitoring and tracking that.
Can you budget yourself out of poverty? Or wouldn't you recommend people to increase their income? Or do you still feel like budgeting is more important than...
Budgeting is foundational. As in just a basic premise of what's coming in, what's coming out. Obviously, you can avoid it if you win if you win the lottery, you're probably doomed anyway because you're probably going to lose it because you'll never taught how to manage. Yeah, if you don't know how to manage millions, get it and it will disappear from your pockets.
Don't they have like consultants for that though?
What, people that...
Like win the lottery?
Nah, I don't believe so.
They don't?
I don't believe so.
So you're telling me these people can just take this cash and blow it however they want?
Oh yeah, and it happens every single time.
I don't know how I'd act if I won the lottery, you know?
Yeah,
I'm playing. I'd be very responsible. But the purchases I do purchase would be very silly. Like the things I like.
You'd be like, I might
buy a statue of myself.
And that's how they get you. That's how
they get us. So you know what? Fair enough, man.
Yeah.
But obviously, someone like me.
Yeah.
I'll get my personal finance coach. I'll be like,
come on.
Here's what I got. So it makes sense. I think that's why it's important. Because you were saying how personal finance is more important than sorting out the business finance, and that's kind of one of the reasons why you were telling me earlier that you was doing this. So go into that a bit more. Why do you feel like that?
Yeah, because what's super interesting so previously before I started my own business, I used to like work in an accounting firm, and there was a situation where someone was like a lot of money was coming to their business, but personally things were not making sense. And in my mind, I just thought like, if you have a business and you're making a lot of money, of course your personal finances, like surely, you know, like how that doesn't make any. So when I saw it, I was like, raw. Not everyone has these basic budgeting, saving, you know, rainy day emergency fund kind of mindset or tactics. And even if you can make thousands, hundreds of thousands, it doesn't mean you know how to manage your own personal finance. And I was like, wow, we need to like go back and start from personal finance and then go up into business finance.